Hello everyone, Cincinnati Man here. Good morning. It is February 25th, 2023. I saw Cocaine Bear last night because my best friend Amber told me I should go see it. She talked about it for a whole month. She said, go see we have to go see this movie. The day before, on Thursday, we're supposed to go see the movie. Her husband decided to take her on a romantic dinner and a movie. Shout out to Chris. Chris was like, you can't hang out with us. Why would I want to hang out with a married couple on a romantic movie dinner date by myself? Anyway, but I did see Chris yesterday before I went to the movie, and I said, I'm going to see Cocaine Bear. And Chris was like, and I was like, don't tell me nothing. He's like, I'm not. And that expression on his face, this explains it all. Cocaine Bear is one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen in my life. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. But it will scar you. It will scar you. As you're watching it, you're like, this is the story. You're like, well, the story's a story, but this is all they did? This is what they... I only seen like half a trailer. Sometimes I don't even watch trailers because I'll see a snippet and be like, okay, maybe I'll check it out. But I went to the movies. I'm in line, and there's a guy like right next to me. I look over at him, and we nod. And as I'm about to get my ticket, I look at him and I say, Cocaine Bear? The guy was like, Cocaine Bear. Then I heard people run, Cocaine Bear. And then I'm like, okay. So it was a mixture of people there. It was people like mid-30s, 40s, it was 20s. I think a couple teenagers got in too, because I heard the ticket attendant say, they can't come in here. And the adult was like, well, I'm getting their ticket, and as long as I walk them to the movie, they can go. And the guy kind of looked at both the kids, and he was like, okay. And they were like 16. I had some gift cards for my job for AMC. I got me some popcorn and a large drink, and I'm just ready to go. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I don't know what this is. And I don't. They spent money on this movie. There should be no money spent on this movie. The CGI was ridiculous. The acting was over the top. As in over the top, like not trying. Like didn't even try. And I seen some headline that says it's a cult classic, and they're right. But I cannot tell somebody to go. I wouldn't tell anybody to go rush out to I wouldn't tell nobody to go to the theater. If it was on TV, the only reason I would have them watch it is so they could be scarred and hurt like me. And look, I didn't even take any notes. I don't have anything here. I couldn't write anything. I was just sitting there like, I can't write anything. I'll say this about the movie. If there's anybody out there that does coke, they're gonna be offended by this movie. I don't even do drugs. I can't do drugs. My job will not allow me. They test all the time. Y'all have at it. Cincinnati Man is clean man. But there should have been definitely more drug use in this. The only one that was having fun on coke was the bear. The bear got shot 55 times and snorted the line. He was gone. He was getting it. He was taking everybody out. I don't understand why nobody else was doing coke like that. And when they were doing coke, these little kids, they had little kids doing coke, but they did coke the wrong way. Not that I know. They did coke the wrong way. They took basically a big spoonful of coke and just ate it. And they're like 12, 13. They would have been dead. They had no change in their personality or nothing. They were just like, nope, this is nasty, and just kept on walking. they would have been on the ground like it would have been overload. It would have been overload. The kids were supposed to be 13, but they really acted like 17. It was. I didn't understand it, but the parents was dumb. You only saw one. You saw, yeah. Well, the park ranger was stupid. It was just you're out in the country. There's bears. There's other things out there, and nobody got to. There's a park ranger that had a gun, a cop had a gun, but I was like, it should have been. What was that, Georgia? Everybody should have had what, the gun, the stick, the blicky, whatever they call it. Was always stay strapped. But anyway, this set back people's idea of cocaine 25 years. It has hurt cocaine relations. In the year 2055, when they be like, should we make coke legal? They be like, cocaine bear. Oh, man. And as I was watching it, I kept on thinking, this is based on a true story, but not really. I heard stuff about it, but I didn't look it up. And the way this has nothing to do with cocaine bear. This has nothing to do with cocaine bear, but I want to see somebody do a reimagining story of Harambe. R.I.P. Harambe. I want somebody to do, Cincinnati Man wants somebody to do a comedic retelling of the day in the life of Harambe. If you hear people say that Cocaine Bear is a masterpiece, it's not. If you hear people say it's the worst movie ever, it is. If they say it's a movie that you never forget the rest of your life, you'll only remember, because you'll just be like, oh, you'll remember it. But I remember when I left the movie theater, I called Chris and I was like, Chris, man. He's like, what's up? He's like, what you think of the movie? I was like, what did I watch? I mean, what is this? Like, he's like, I don't know. Like, when I was there at the end of the movie, there was a couple next to me, this guy named Jordan, and they were just like, wow, this is a movie that you would watch on like DVD. We ain't got DVDs no more. I mean, we do, but not like to the point where you walk into somebody's house and say, hey, I got this DVD. They'd be like, I got nowhere to play it. You got to literally be like, it's going to be big on streaming servers. I'll tell you that. This is one of those movies that insults Hollywood people. And what I mean by that is, I'm a regular person. I'm not in Hollywood. If somebody was in Hollywood and I saw this movie, I would look at them like, I can make that movie. And they would get insulted. Like, you can't make that. You gonna make movies like this? I can. If you gonna make movies, I ain't gonna get no rent. I'm gonna leave all the other movies out of it. I ain't gonna name another movie. We here for Cocaine Bear. We're here for Cocaine Bear. I blame Amber. Amber, if you're watching this, which you will, Amber, Cincinnati Man. This Cincinnati Man here, one of your closest friends, known you for 20 years. You betrayed me. I want you to think about what's the worst movie we've ever seen together. Oh, damn. I just remembered it. Me and Amber went down to the Esquire Theater on Ludlow, and we saw Ghost Rider 2 with Nicolas Cage. But that, okay. Yeah, I can't, I don't do like a rating system or nothing like that. Like that, it's like 1 out of 3. I remember me and James just do 2 thumbs up and a smile, and no, it just, I'll say it like this. If somebody says it's ridiculous and you won't forget it, they're right. If somebody says they hate it and I never want to see something like this again, they're right. I had an argument with James all the time. What type of movie where They can be so ridiculous. It don't. There's a fine line. There's a fine line in the movie being ridiculous where you want to keep seeing it, and the movie not it doesn't have the right structure to keep this that makes it entertaining. It just makes it dumb. It's a thin line. I thought I was gonna make it like a 7-minute review. It says 10 minutes. This is, oh yeah. The last thing I'll say is, I know it was about the bear doing cocaine, but adults should have been doing cocaine. We saw one person do cocaine, didn't even do it right. He tapped it on his tongue. It was like there was no. I don't think I remember anybody sniffing. You telling me all that cocaine? They got 100 keys cocaine, and only people that sniffed it was kids. What kind of message is that? You shouldn't be doing legal drugs anyway, but typically it should be adults. I just I know what I wanted to see. I wanted to see people fighting the coke. I wanted somebody fighting the cocaine bear, but they did cocaine, so then they got powers and they just start fighting it out and stuff. Like, you know, they were gonna win because it's a bear, but at least give me something. Give me a knife. You know. Anyway, so cocaine man was interesting. I said Brian. Cocaine bear was interesting, and they should have did more coke. Everybody should have been doing. It should have been Tony Montana level coke. But anyway, Cincinnati man. I'm Cincinnati man, and that's my review. Cocaine bear. You see the pain on my face. I don't know what I watched. I don't. So, thanks a lot, Amber. And you didn't see the movie with me. You did not see. You put me through this. You got to see a movie with me. We're gonna go see something that's totally unrelated. We're gonna see Oppenheimer. I want to see Oppenheimer. We're gonna see how they blew up stuff, and the scientists felt bad about it. You know, they was building a bomb. I can't believe they killed all these people. You're making a nuclear bomb, dummies. Anyway, smart people in the world, and they can't believe they made bombs. No, they knew it, but they was like, they didn't know it's gonna be this destructive. What have we done? That's like, anyway. I am Cincinnati man. Thank you for watching this. Don't do drugs, or you get eaten by a bear. Oh no, don't have the animals do drugs, or the animals on drugs will attack you. That's not right either.